So, unlike my previous few videos, this video is going to be a little bit different. Today I just wanted to kind of discuss my honest thoughts on the Hatch event. So, as you guys know, the Hatch event is coming out July 2nd, and this video will probably be published on Saturday, so like 4 days before the event. And overall, what do I think of it? Honestly, I am a little excited for the event. I'm excited to see what Roblox has maybe improved on with their event. I'm excited to just, kind of see what each Roblox game has to offer individually as developers. But at the same time, though, of course, I'm a little bit concerned because, of course, Roblox moderation hasn't been the best leading up to this event. The event structure isn't necessarily the greatest. But at the same time, though, I still think the event itself is going to be good. And that's because, if the developers end up creating unique quests, if they really spread their creativity across the platform, which I'm sure they will, I think this event is going to be really, really good for the most part. But there is going to be some but there are going to be some drawbacks, of course, like if Teddy's games are still in the event, if there's other games that are kind of weird that are in the event, chances are those will be drawbacks from me, like joining those games and playing them. I feel like this is one of those events where it's like you kind of have to be cautious about, or that you have to kind of like be cautious of what to join, because, if they're letting developers like Teddy in, like there could be a few other like inappropriate Roblox games that might have ended up making the event. So I feel like this event I do have to be the most careful just regarding like what games I join and stuff, but we'll see what games they have. But it is 1,000 games. So I mean there's probably a few, maybe other than Teddy's, that are possibly bound to not necessarily be the best um to stream. So I am kind of worried about that. But overall, I mean, I'm still a little excited for the event, especially after the event trailer that came out. And I have to admit, the event trailer was really, really good. I mean, they seem to be hyping this event, so hopefully it's good. But of course, there's still the concern about it being an actual egg hunt, right? And honestly, like, I don't mind too much that it isn't an actual egg hunt. Let me tell you all why. It's summer. It's not necessarily April yet. So it would be kind of weird to have an egg hunt in summer. So maybe that's why Roblox is going down this potential route and that's probably why they've called it the hatch. They haven't necessarily called it an egg hunt, right? Like Roblox themselves doesn't call the event an egg hunt. We've called it an egg hunt because it has eggs in the event. But it's like, Roblox is calling it the hatch event. So I mean, maybe they were trying to hint at us by calling it that the hatch event wasn't going to be an actual egg hunt. And I mean, yes, it's disappointing that it's not an actual egg hunt with eggs, with a variety of eggs, right? I mentioned this in my last video. Like, the event would be better if each came in its own unique egg. But am I fully disappointed and am I not going to play the event because it just doesn't have unique eggs per game? No. Like I said before, as long as the event quality is good, what I'm worried about is the event quality mainly. And the types of games that they pick. Because if the types of games they pick are not going to be the best, and, if they're going to be like, I guess, if their games also won't be appropriate, then that is something I am kind of worried about with this event, just based on, past drama and things like that. So that's something I'm worried about, but that's not going to keep me from live streaming the event. I still want to live stream the Hatch event. The trailer looks exciting. I wonder what Roblox is gonna, I just wonder how it's specifically gonna work. I could see it working similarly to the Mega Hunt. And if I'm being honest, I don't think this is gonna be the worst event in Roblox history, despite all the controversy. It might be the worst community fallout in Roblox history. It might be the most controversial thing Roblox has done, bringing Teddy into the event in the first place. But is it going to be the worst Roblox event? I don't think so. Only because, I think the developers are really going to make the event so much better with their creativity. And it's going to be much better than, like, the Haunt event. I don't think anything beats the Haunt event as the worst Roblox event, in my opinion. And frankly, I think that'll still stand even after the Hatch event. But yeah, the event itself is 10 days. I mean, I think 10 days is honestly a solid length. I mean, it's a decent solid length. And one fact I can't forget that we all can't forget either is the fact that they're not requiring us to collect all 1,000, which is nice. Despite them being the same eggs, we don't have to collect all 1,000. So, I mean, that's a plus for Roblox, regarding the egg hunt, because, like, I suppose that would be the pain about having 1,000 unique eggs, is that if you had to collect all of them, then there's no way any of us would complete the event. But I mean, maybe that's why they're keeping it the same eggs, is just so that way players can only go in and grab a few. And I suppose it's good that Roblox is aiming for shorter event duration because, of course, in the past with like the games event, you've had to go into like 50 games and a certain amount of days, and it just didn't really work out for most players. But with this event, it seems like that they are maybe limiting the amount of games that you have to go in on purpose, just so that way it takes less time. But yeah. So I mean, I don't think this will be the worst event in Roblox history, but at the same time, it's not going to be the best either. I think it'll be on that average level type thing, or maybe a little below average, depending on the games. I honestly think it depends on the games that Roblox picked. Because, like I said, I mean, if, one of Teddy's games is in the event, then, hopefully there isn't some other game that has that similar borderline content in it. And, like I said, that's something I'm kind of concerned about. And I'm not going to, of course, live stream games like that. That would be inappropriate for YouTube. That'd be inappropriate for the Roblox platform, too. It'd be inappropriate for anyone. So, I mean, just going into this event, I mean, I guess it's good to just be skeptical of the games, like, and the disappointing thing too, though, is that, because of course there was such a huge fallout from the event, from letting Teddy into the event, and so many popular games not even being in the event. I think that's also going to make the event worse as a whole. I mean, it hinders Roblox's credibility, but at the same time, though, it'll definitely hinder the event as a whole. The fact that, Peggy, Doors, so many popular Roblox games left the event already. And based on that, like already, this event I don't think is going to be the best event. Like, I don't think it's going to surpass RB battles or be as good as RB battles. I don't even think it'll like I saw a few tweets on Twitter saying that this will be the worst egg hunt. I mean, if you're talking about egg hunts, and I mean if you do consider it an egg hunt, I mean it's definitely possible. But I have a feeling it just depends on the game choices. Like, if there's games as bad as Teddy's, or maybe even worse on this event, because Roblox moderation didn't necessarily pick them out, then, and that's right, something I forgot about. I'm sorry, I forgot about this. Roblox did remove Teddy from the event. They didn't ban him, but they removed it from the event, so that's good. But something I am worried about, though, is that there could still be games that are like Teddy's, because like maybe Roblox, maybe like they managed to get through moderation too somehow. Or it could be some sort of game that maybe has like a clickbait thumbnail and then there's weird stuff in it, you know. So that is something I'm still kind of worried about this event, despite the fact that Teddy did get removed from it. But but yeah. Overall, though, I'm still planning on playing the event. I'm still hyped for the event. Like I said, the trailers and the promotions for it have been great. But, I just hope the event itself is good. And, of course, I'll live stream it on the first day. We'll see how it is. Maybe I'll just collect every type of egg in one stream and then maybe be done with the event. Maybe I'll play it for multiple days, going through most of the games. I'm not exactly sure yet, because, I mean, my plan was to live stream the hatch. My plan was to live stream it a lot and, just really have fun with the event. But, with all the controversy surrounding it, though, I have a feeling it's going to be hard for most of the community to enjoy the event. And then it is something kind of worrisome is that, all the controversy that spread around it. Like people will be talking about that during the event. It'll definitely tank ratings on the event as a whole. But I mean, I'm still a little hyped for it, I guess. I'm like slightly hyped for it. I'm slightly hyped for it because of the trailer, because of the promotional material. As I said in my other video, outside the drama, the trailer made me hyped for the event. Like the event seems like it's going to be pretty good. But like I said, is it going to be the best event? No. It's not going to be the best event ever. but hopefully it'll just be an average event and minimum. I think that's where my expectations kind of lie at this point. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed my TED talk on Roblox the Hatch. I apologize if I was kind of talking in circles a little bit. I just feel like there is a lot I could say, but there also isn't really too much I could say because I feel like some of the stuff I've been saying kind of already conveys the points I kind of wanted to convey about this. But yeah, the event starts Wednesday. Hopefully the event is hopefully it goes well. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit that like button, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn on your notifications so you all don't miss any brand new videos. And I'll see you all next time. Peace out. Woo!